Well, after the first censure vote failed, Rashida Tlaib has now officially been censured, which I know we're supposed to be like, that's a big deal. You're censured. Did you enjoy that slap on the wrist? Great, because that's all the censured. It's just a strongly worded letter to the manager, and that's about it. But the House of Representatives did vote last night to censure Rashida Tlaib for defending Hamas's October 7th terror attack against Israel as resistance and calling for, of course, the destruction of Israel. So I want to kind of go through what led to this. So originally, November 3rd, she had tweeted out, "From the river to the sea is an aspirational call for freedom, human rights, and peaceful coexistence, not death, destruction, or hate. My work and advocacy is always centered in justice and dignity for all people, no matter faith or ethnicity." But she also just recently tweeted out, I think, which is what led to this and which is what led to Democrats voting with Republicans to censure her. She tweeted out, "Israel just bombed the Baptist hospital, killing 500 Palestinians. POTUS, this is what happens when you refuse to facilitate a ceasefire and help de-escalate. Your war and destruction only approach has opened my eyes, and many Palestinian Americans and Muslim Americans like me, we will remember where you stood." And that was not the only time. She continues to double down, blaming Joe Biden for this, which I assume is why now Democrats are on board, because you can't speak ill about the dementia patient in chief. But I want to play Rashida Tlaib crying about not the plight of Americans right now under this Democrat leadership, but about the plight of the Palestinian people. Watch.
"I can't believe I have to say this, but Palestinian people are not disposable.
Oh, God. And the Academy Award goes to...
Oh, you got this, girl.
I can barely hold it together.
You got this, girl.
We are human beings,
Oh. Good quaver.
just like anyone else.
Double quaver.
My city, my grandmother,
Oh, she just had
like
that
all
picture.
Palestinians, just wants
Ready.
to live her life with freedom and human dignity we all deserve."
That's so weird. You know who else just wanted to live their life? All the kids at that music festival.
Really?
That was so odd. I don't have a picture of them. But that's, yeah.
What about the babies that were killed?
I am telling you what. Here's where it's crazy. I used to get involved in these because what the pro-Hamas people, they go, oh, it's a very complicated issue. Oh, it's complicated in the history of the region, blah, blah. I'm done with that. History starts on October 7th. That's it. They have crossed a line of humanity. Yeah. So I'm not involved in this conversation anymore. And just, I don't know what the censorship is going to do other than now her opponent can go, oh, you were censured and here's why. It can always point it out. Right. But it's horrifying. It's just absolutely horrifying that she would get up there and conjure up the fake tears. And I just want, we're not disposable. You're going to be disposable when your opponent wins.
God, I hope so. And I hope it's a Republican and not another Democrat and more of the same.
Let's hope.
22 Democrats, Jason, voted with Republicans.
I'll slightly disagree. I don't think it's because of her comments about Joe Biden. Okay. I think this has seriously opened some eyes.
Well, why didn't they do it when Marjorie Taylor Greene filed it? Because she filed it, and they disagreed with her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, they don't like the messenger.
I guess, but it was still a Republican that filed it. So she actually pulled hers because another Republican filed the same one. And she's so funny because she even made a comment to a reporter that she said, look, I'm not here to fight about whose bill or like whose censure they take up. I don't really care. My point was that she be censured, so I'm unfiling mine. And by the way, everyone thinks it's mine anyway. So I think which I thought was really funny.
I think there's a few people that if they sponsored a bill, even if it was the most obvious thing that everyone could agree on, if MTG did it or if Matt Gaetz did it, they would just out of spite because that's just how Washington runs right now. But I do think that people like Barry Weiss, you know, how she has pointed out that this issue has forced masks to come off on certain people.
Yes.
It's forced them to actually say, okay, this is what I believe, not just some random one-off, comment in a campaigner speech or whatever. You have clearly picked a side. Yeah. You've picked the side of a terrorist. You've picked the side of, we're going to go with these guys, not with the side that just had their babies killed and their women raped.
Yeah.
That's a point of no return. And a lot of people are like, and I've seen people on social media, even people in the news. Who's the head of the ADL right now? What's his name?
Jonathan
Taylor Green.
Greenblatt.
Yeah, something like that. So he went on MSNBC and just lit into them.
Yeah.
Or was it CNN? I can't remember. But just lit into them about people that he used to call friends, and now he's like, I don't know what you guys are even talking about. Like,
yes.
It's forcing a lot of people to say, what the heck is going on right now? And I mean, this is a horrible situation, but sometimes in horrible situations, you can eventually get to some good towards the end. And maybe the good, at least, with the global left, it'll force those radicals completely out of the picture. Let's hope so, because what we're seeing right now, it reminds me of 1930s Germany.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see the way their speeches?
Yes.
Where they're all like pointing and yelling and stuff. All I heard was German.
I'm telling you, it's throwing off a serious History Channel vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You just want the voice. You're waiting to hear the voiceover. And just like in 1938,
Yeah.
the people. It's deeply disturbing. After there's GoPro video, this is like they documented these attacks in real time. And then to still be able to go, I'm going to go march and support whoa. We've got it's like your humanity is broken.
Yeah.
Your basic humanity is broken.
Yeah.
So I want you guys to shield your ears for a moment. Jason, you mentioned the squad members who went up there and were like, and that's what I want to play. Ilhan Omar, who was, I think, the only members of your household that can hear this is dogs. But I want to go ahead and play her shrieking about it. Watch.
What is true here is that every single one of them has not acknowledged the fact that Palestinians are dying in the tens of thousands, but will continue to say it is us
They all do that.
who are not acknowledging humanity. Rashida will stand strong.
Gentlelady's time has expired.
The movement will continue for liberation until every single
Gentlelady's time has
Palestinian
expired.
has the right to
Gentleman
live
from
in
Maryland
liberty.
is recognized.
Oh, God. Screaming.
Wow. You just got to hope they got one of those breath or odor eater things right on that microphone.
What
I'm
school?
guessing that microphone's going to smell like her brother's wiener.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and end it.
If you like that clip, there is plenty more where that came from. Click the link in the description below to subscribe to the News and Why It Matters YouTube channel to watch the full episode.